G'day trendsetters, it's nearly spring. The worst of winter is behind us and everything's just going pretty much nuts. Birds are in the trees. Speaking of trees, the leaves on the trees are coming out. It's a glorious time. Flowers, plants, roses, bees, marvellous. But what I wanted to do today is just a quick top 10, not a top 10, a 10 quick, fairly quick and fairly easy veggies to sow by seed at this time of year, and also 10 herbs just for a bonus. Now, something I like to do, I'm a bit of a lazy gardener, so I don't like to sow seeds like probably a lot of people did 6 weeks ago in glass houses and cold frames and all that sort of stuff, getting them up and getting them ready so as they can plant now. It's too fiddly, and I probably haven't got the room here. So what I like to do is, out of this list, I'll pick what I want and I'll go down to the local nursery and I'll grab punnets of what I want to grow. But at the same time, I will also plant seeds. So as my plants grow and my seeds come along, the whole thing moves along, and I pick up that 6 weeks that everybody else does with cold frames and glass houses. So I don't do that. I do buy punnets. I know it reduces the amount of variety, but it's a way of getting a head start in spring after winter. But anyhow, without any further ado, the top 10, at number 10, beetroot. Easy, nice big seed. You can sow that direct into the garden. You can also grab a punnet and succession sow, so you've got a row of beetroot already growing, you've got your seeds coming up, and then as that seed come up, the ones you planted by punnet, they're ready, and you plant another row of seeds and away you go. Carrots, same. This is the one I will not grow out of a punnet. I will always only grow from seed. You can grow it through winter, but I just find it just too slow. They just sit there and wait until spring anyhow. So I just do lots of little short rows, because there's only 2 of us here, only need half a dozen carrots a week. So lots of little short rows of carrots every couple of weeks, putting in another row of seeds. Leeks, the same. For about 2 or 3 weeks in spring, you can succession sow rows of leek and just pick them as they're ready, basically. Spring onions, you always throw in spring onions in something. All your Italian dishes, your salads, all that sort of stuff. Always putting a row or 2 of spring onions in. Beans. Now, I know I said it's spring, but the soil's still cold from winter, and bean seeds don't like cold in any sort of way. So I plant beans, but I won't do that until the end of September or the end of the first month of spring if you're in the northern hemisphere. Cucumbers, again, a big seed. In my garden, I'm going to try and grow them vertically because they take up too much room on the ground if I grow them flat out. So now's a good time for cucumbers. Lettuce, pretty much any time of the year, but a bit of a spring special. Potatoes, you can still plant potatoes. They should, if you plant them now, they should be ready for Christmas, for your roast, for your Christmas dinner. So potatoes, good stuff. Silverbeet, you can never have enough silverbeet. If you plant a silverbeet back in autumn, they're more than likely going to get very tired very quick at this time of the year and possibly bolt to seed. So you need to plant another succession planting. I only do 2. I usually do spring and autumn, and that keeps me in silverbeet the whole year, keeps them growing vigorously and keeps them young and tasty. And number 1, which probably isn't all that, it's easy to grow, but it's hard to, especially here, it's hard to get it to grow well to a mature size and get a crop out of. But that's tomatoes. And by all means, buy your punnets and bung them in, but also tomato seed will germinate fairly quickly at this time of the year, although I'm going to plant some a little bit later on. I've got a little cloche, I suppose, if you like. It's a 20-litre dishwashing liquid detergent container that I've cut the bottom out of, and I just sit that on top, and that gets them nice and warm during the day, and that'll get them germinating a bit quicker. So there's my pick of veggies for early spring. Herbs though, herbs, again, if you want to get a head start, you can grow X amount as microgreens, and then the rest you can either sow in punnets or direct sow into the garden. But the top three are probably rocket, basil and parsley this time of year. Parsley will take a while before you get to it, but like I said, if you plant it as a microgreen, you can just keep on mowing the top off of that. That's not a problem. Sage, rosemary, thyme, they'll all grow fairly rapidly from seed. Chives as well. Oregano, you can, if you know somebody who's got oregano, you can get little runners out of the garden or divide them up, but again from seed, quite easy. Mint, lots of different varieties of mint you can grow from seed. And borage, which I don't eat, but I grow for the bees. Always good to have something in the garden for the bees. I'll leave the lists in the description underneath the video here, and you can take what you like from that. But that's, I mean, if I was to tell you, sit here, I'd probably need to write a book to tell you everything that you can do at this time of year. That's just my quick and easy to grow top 10 herbs and veggies. I hope you like that. I hope you have a go. My favourite saying is to grow one thing well. So if you don't want to do the whole 10, pick one, learn how to grow it really well, master it, and then move on to the next one if you like. That's just an idea. Or it's probably another way of saying not to overextend yourself and try to grow everything all at once and have 3/4 of it fail. It's probably better to find 3 or 4 things you really want to grow and you're really going to eat and enjoy, and learn how to grow those well, and then slowly expand out from there. But anyhow, that's enough for me. I will see you in the next video. I hope you like this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel, it helps me make more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Cheers.